Hey everyone, Mark here. I am going over my comic book haul for the week of May 14th. Had to think about that for a second. Of course, I didn't get to get anything thanks to work schedules. I missed out on picking anything up on Wednesday, so I actually didn't get to go until the 17th, which is today, which is Saturday. But I did get some good comic books, so yeah. I finally got to go back and get some of the issues thanks to, the comic book store that I frequent not having it, a missing shipment that I went over in the last video. So I did get some. This week was very heavy with my back order, my backlog of stuff. So we're going to start off with some new ones that came out this week. I ended up getting Superman Doom, #1. I am a Superman fan, kind of. This is actually the first real time that I picked anything up Superman related from the New 52s. So yeah, #1 of Doomed. I like Doomsday. One of the few villains from Superman that I actually care to read about. And the cover looks pretty badass. I like the cover. So yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm wondering where it's going to go. I didn't pick up the Superman Wonder Woman Doomed Chapter 2. Not a Wonder Woman fan. Not really a fan of their team, their whole mashup, their relationship thing that they did over after Brightest Day with the New 52s. But I'm probably going to pick it up down the road. It's not really something that's on my I have to grab it right now list. But there was one, and it was from IDW, which I don't usually buy from. I don't like nothing against IDW or Dark Horse or anything like that. I am a big primarily Marvel collector, but I did get my Mars Attacks. I am a huge, that movie was great. I'm a huge fan of Mars Attacks, so when I had this and they had one left, I had to grab it. Even the guy who was at the shop was just like, "Are you a fan?" I'm like, "Yeah," because he was actually kind of surprised because they had a whole bunch of them, but they were going through them really quick. So yeah, I got my Mars Attacks. Backlog and new, I completely forgot the week before because there were issues, like I said, with their shipping. So I did get my Future's End #1, and I did pick up Future's End #2 as well. Like I said, I usually don't, DC after Brightest Day and Blackest Night, or Blackest Night then Brightest Day, I really didn't collect too much after that. I did start when they did the whole New 52s, but then I kind of just lost interest in a lot of them. Just after Jeff Johns leaving Green Lantern at issue 20, I kind of stopped collecting those too. But Future's End, I got #0 during Free Comic Book Day, read it, and I was like, I definitely want to get this series. So yeah, we got Future's End 1 and 2 for my collection. Because there's some things that I buy to sell later on down the road, and there's stuff that I buy and actually keep. Like with Brightest Day and Blackest Night, that's like my go-to reference for myself. I collected every single comic from each one of those series. I bought 2 of each one for myself, and then I sold a set of each afterwards. Let's see, what else did I get? Oh yeah, I got my Original Sin #1 finally. Regular cover, but then they didn't have a Scotty Young cover and any other variants, but they did, however, have the Arthur Adams variant, which I was really excited to pick up. I'm a big fan of Arthur Adams and his covers. I really like that he's doing all 8 of the Original Sin comics, and that they're all going to actually be pieced together and make one big, canvas piece. So yeah, I got that one. That's, that was my big spending out of all of them because it was $7, but thanks to being a part of their club, I get 10% off of comics over $5 and 20% off any comics that are under $5. So I saved a lot of money this week. It wasn't a big haul. Due to the fact that I did, proceed to not show up on Wednesday, so I did miss out on a lot of variants and a lot of other issues that hopefully I'll pick up next week when I go in. I'm one of the people that I'm not really strict on if I get a first print or not, or a direct edition or a second printing. For the whole Deadpool vs. Carnage, which I've been collecting, I actually have a second printing for #1, whereas I got, first prints for #2 and #3. And I have variants of that too. That's another one that I will probably have next week. Is they had the Deadpool wedding variant with the postcard style one that says Deadpool, like "Wish you weren't here." I'll be picking that up next week. They actually have one, and I was looking for it. So hopefully next week I'll grab that. I wasn't really, I didn't really go too crazy with comic books this week. I worked a lot, and then I Saw Godzilla, which was phenomenal, and I'll probably talk about that in a separate video, probably, most likely, anyways. So yeah, it was a really hectic, busy work schedule, finishing, training, and long hours, and just awkward shifts, so I really didn't, by the time I got to the comic book store, I kind of just picked up things that I wanted, and I didn't really get anything that for my separate collection that I plan on selling. So as you saw, I did buy a comic book box last week, a short box. That short box was primarily because I was running out of space and my other boxes, and I kind of want to keep things separate, the comics that I plan on selling down the road, or ones that I want to get signed during San Diego Comic-Con and whatnot. So I really just picked up a lot of comic books for myself this week, which is good because I usually don't do that. Usually I go in, I hunt down specific issues, and that's it. And nothing really for the my back issue collection either, just stuff that I missed within the last week. But hopefully next week I'll find some good, back issues, and hopefully I'll be able to show up on Wednesday and get all the comics that I want. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you picked up any of these comic books, tell me what you thought about them. Last week I mentioned that, I was just going to talk about the comics I pick up and not really talk about them. I did read the Cyclops #1. I really, really enjoyed it. You should check it out if you haven't. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 1.1, which was kind of confusing to me because it really didn't continue where the Amazing Spider-Man #1 was. It was kind of like a hash-up thing. I don't want to get into it, but I still enjoyed the artwork of it, and it was good to read, but I was hoping for something to kind of continue where the other issue left off. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought about the comic books that you picked up this week. If tell me what you think about Original Sin, and if you picked up Superman Doomed, I definitely want to hear about it because that's something I'm slightly excited about, and I haven't really been excited for anything from DC, especially after Forever Evil. That was kind of sloppy to me, and I really didn't. That kind of really pushed me away from reading anything from DC. But that's it for now. So, like I said, thank you for watching.